So let's head back to Sardinia for the start of race 2 to see if Wacky Racer can continue this winning streak and make it 2 out of 2.
So this is the grid order for race 2 after a fantastic first race. Wacky Racer puts himself on pole position. Aspect just behind him in second. Robbie in third. Niggle is fourth on the grid. James is fifth. Declan sixth. Hodgie in seventh. Angry Man is eighth. The Big Mac is ninth. 10th on the grid is Viking. 11th is Stealth, and Max in 12th. So back up to our race leader and we shall get these lights out and get this race started. So race 2 of 3, 15 minutes, and we are away again. Wacky gets a good start. Like I said in the start of race 1, the key is to get away clean so you can take these corners on your own. You do not want to be going 2 or 3 abreast, especially into turns 1 and 2. So let's just see everybody come round. Oof, as I say, we don't want to be going 2 or 3 abreast, but they decided they would. Hodgie making a move on Viking. Didn't get it done, so Viking made his way up into 6th. That's a good start for Viking. Hodgie down in 7th. Declan in 8th. Angry Man 9th. Then we've got the Big Mac, Stealth and Max. So back up to the leader. Wacky starting to try and stretch his legs a little bit. He's on the racing soft, so this is where we could get quite a mixture of the tyres in this race 2, different strategies. As we see, Aspect is on the mediums, so he's going to be struggling to keep up with Wacky anyway, but I'm sure he'll be hoping to take advantage in race 3 when Wacky will have to go on to the mediums and Aspect will be back on the soft, so we'll keep an eye on them too. Robbie also on the mediums. Currently sitting in 3rd. We've got James sitting in 4th. We've got Niggle and Viking having a bit of a fight for 5th. Niggle on the mediums, Viking on the soft, so Viking should have the tyre advantage. So as we go across the start finish line to start lap 2, we've got Viking and Niggle. Viking goes to the inside. Oh, and it's almost a repeat of race 1. Niggle just clipping the barrier as we go around this first turn. I think he was not forced wide, but he had to go wide because Viking was on the inside and just couldn't get the car slowed down enough to get that turn, and finds himself down in 7th. Hodgie took advantage of that little bumper kiss that Niggle had and has moved up into 6th. Declan now right on the back of Niggle in 8th and putting Niggle under a lot of pressure. Having a look at the inside, Declan. Now you've got to get it slowed down to get around this corner. Oh, Viking. Now then, let's have a look what's happened if I can find him. So up the slight hill, bit of a left turn and then a sharp right. As Viking goes right, he's just got on the power too early. Oh, good job he ghosted then. You can't just reverse out into oncoming traffic. So as I say, good job he ghosted. So that's unlucky for Viking. He's now down in 11th with only the Big Mac, and I don't know what's happened to the Big Mac. He's obviously had a moment as well, so let's see if I can find what happened to it. Oh, I've got to go back a long way for that. So back up to our race leader, Wacky Racer. He is starting to open up a gap now to Aspect. This could leap Wacky up to the top of the table to overtake James. James, I think, came, was it 4th or 5th in the previous race, and Wacky won, so I'm sure it's going to be all change at the top of the table if Wacky can keep this up. And there is James in 3rd position at the minute, but he is coming under pressure from Robbie. As Robbie goes up the inside across the start-finish line. We're on to lap 3. Robbie just gets his nose in front. They are still going to go side by side into this turn 1. Oh, James just drops in behind. Sensible thing to do. So let's go on board with James. As we try and get that position back from Robbie. You can see James is on the medium tyres. I can't remember what Robbie's on, we'll have a look in a second. Let's have a look. Robbie also on the mediums, so tyre wise these two are going to be pretty evenly matched. James's teammate Hodges just creeping up to the back of these two. So the more James and Robbie fight it out for that 3rd spot, Hodgie can keep creeping up behind and hopefully get something out of it himself. He is getting closer and closer and closer. Oh, back end a little bit twitchy there. Angry Man picked up a penalty, he's just served that. You can just see Angry Man in the distance there. He's got Stealth just coming up to the back of him. Viking under pressure, giving pressure to Stealth through it. It looks like Viking got the better exit on that turn. Side by side then, Stealth and Viking again as we approach turn 1. This is where it's all happening on this turn. Are they both through? They are. No, they're not. The barrier leapt out and bit Stealth that time, although he is still facing the right way, which is good. So he's not lost track position, he's just a lot of bit of ground on the guys in front of him as Viking manages to pull a move on Angry Man and take 8th position as well. So Viking really is enjoying this second race. Well, he's having a good recovery race, shall we say, after his spill on lap 1, I think it was, which pushed him all the way down to 11th. He's now back up to 8th and seems to be flying at the minute, so if he can just keep it together, we should go back up to our current leader, Wacky Racer. Got himself quite a decent bit of breathing space now. Currently the fastest lap as well, a 1:41.0. Not quite as quick as he got in the first race, but we do have a good 8 minutes to go, so plenty of time for Wacky Racer to improve on that fast lap. Aspect in second, also no pressure coming from anywhere for Aspect. Robbie still in 3rd, only just though. James trying to force a mistake. Love the number plate, Robbie, Sith. So we've got Wacky Racer as the Jedi and Robbie is the Sith. A bit of thought has gone into those two cars then. Great livery on them for the Star Wars. So Robbie in 3rd. James seemed to have dropped off the pace a little bit. He was right up the smelly end of Robbie's car, wasn't he, a few minutes ago, but he seems to have dropped off a little bit. I don't think this is a track for the Genesis. It did seem to struggle. Well, certainly did for me and my teammates on Sunday night. But I'm sure there will be other rounds where it does come into its own. Hodgie in 5th. Niggle's having a good, despite hitting the barrier a few times, I think Niggle's having quite a decent night. Currently in 6th. Declan 7th, Viking up to 8th, and he's eyeing Declan up now. So let's just follow Viking as he chases Declan down across the start-finish line. We're just approaching the 9-minute mark of this 15-minute race. So Viking's not going to get quite close enough to Declan just yet, is he? Angry Man in 9th, then we've got Stealth still in 10th. And Big Mac and Max down in 12th, but good on you, Max, still plugging away. And I am still sure he was in a Ferrari last week, as he just tries to take a little bit of paint off that Supra. As I say, if I'm missing something, if you could let me know in the comments. And if you are watching these races for the first time and you think you can do better, or you just want to get involved, then come and find us on Facebook. It's the Ultimate Racing League. Come and have a chat and we can get you on track. Well, I'm almost a poet there, aren't I? But seriously, if you want to join in, get in touch and we can get you involved in the races. There are also ACC races on a Tuesday and a Thursday, I believe. We have a new championship for the go-karts coming up shortly, and also on a Saturday I believe there will be a multi-class race taking part as well. So plenty going on, plenty for you to get involved with. So yeah, come and find us on Facebook. It's the Ultimate Racing League. So, quick rundown of the order. Aspect in 2nd, Robbie still in 3rd, James 4th, Hodgie right at the back of his teammate now, so whether those two will swap over, I don't know. I'm not sure if there are any team orders this year. Niggle in 6th, Viking 7th, so Viking has managed to get himself up into 7th, got himself by Declan. So Viking having a much better, well, second part of this race anyway. Declan in 8th, Angry Man 9th, Stealth still down in 10th with the Big Mac and Max 11 and 12. So let's try and find who's battling who, as everybody is very spread out. I'm not sure Declan is going to catch back up to the back of Viking. Declan on the medium tyres, Viking on the softs. Yes, he is. Viking's on the softs, so having got by Declan, he's going to start pulling away a little bit now, Viking. So yeah, everybody is definitely spread out. So what we will do is we will go on board with Wacky Racer as he shows us exactly how it should be done. So you can see a very controlled, very steady lap there from Wacky Racer, and that's the reason he's out in front, and with a current fastest lap of a 140.9. It is all about consistency. A very healthy lead now, so I think he's pretty much got this one wrapped up with just about a minute left. Aspect in second, doesn't like he's going to get caught. Robbie in third, so it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, exactly the same as race 1. James still in fourth. Niggle has now moved up into fifth, so Hodgie must have had a bit of a moment. Oh dear me, yes, Hodgie. Let's just go back. Currently in sixth and chasing Niggle down. Was it the barrier that stepped out in front of him? Yes, it was. Slammed into it. And then all sorts of trouble there. Yeah, he's tried to spin that round, but when you've got your traction control, Stealth did a fantastic job of avoiding Hodgie. Angry Man, I think, saw the problem ahead and tried to slow down and managed to hit the barrier himself, but Hodgie's back up and running. Oh, and Angry Man's gone off at turn 2. That's let Hodgie back through, so these final few seconds of this race is causing all sorts of chaos. That was unlucky for Hodgie, and also for Angry Man. Stealth did a great job of avoiding Hodgie as he sort of backed out into the middle of the track. As we see Wacky Racer take turn 15, head up towards the start finish line to take the win for the second time today. Well done Wacky Racer, a thoroughly deserved win. Aspect bringing it home in second, another good result for Aspect. Robbie in third, he'll be pleased with that. James in fourth. Niggle fifth. Viking sixth. Good race from Viking, good recovery. Declan in seventh. Stealth is going to bring it home in eighth. So Stealth made a couple of spots. He was down in 10th. Gained himself a couple of positions. Hodgie, a bit of an unlucky race on that last lap when the barrier stepped out in front of him and spun him round, but Hodgie comes home in 9th. Then we've got the Angry Man in 10th. Big Mac going to bring it home for 11th. And Max is going to come home in 12th, but will be in pole position for race 3. So good opportunity for Max to get some points on the board in race 3. So anyway, that was race 2. So I shall catch you very shortly for, as I say, race 3 in Sardegna.
So it really does seem to be a one-man show today here in Sardegna, with Wacky Racer taking his second win of the day. If he can do it in race 3, let's have a look. It will be a reverse grid, so we'll head over there shortly and find out how he got on.